I really was very strict. I didn't even wanted to eat sugar like a cake on my birthday. Crazy, right? I was really strict with everything health related because I needed to be very strict. I wanted to become a new version of myself. So I went full on self-improvement mode. I wasn't a social guy at first. I wasn't the guy who went on social events so much, like the club. But now I also don't even eat sugar, drink sugar. That's where all went very much downhill when it comes to my social life. That's why I lacked social skills. It wasn't healthy anymore. Summer 2025, I was outside with my ex-girlfriend. We had a date. She wanted something cute, a matcha. And this matcha that she chose, of course, there was sugar in it. So I did not get myself a matcha.
You wanna try?
She asked me. I said no, there is sugar in it. That's when I decided things needed to change. So what did I do? I decided to become less strict, and the way I wanted to start this was by drinking alcohol. I wanted to try it. Why do people like it so much? What do they feel when they drink it? So last summer was the first time I drank alcohol.
So, nein.
Jetzt direkt Zucker? Nee, seit einem Jahr. Zucker lecker Chill. Seit jetzt? Schmeckt nicht. Mein erstes Bier.
Hey Leute, das ist mein Name ist Marc, das ist mein, ich weiß nicht mehr. Muss man also machen.
Kann man da Alkoholiker nehmen? Der fünfte?
Sechste.
Sechste? Cheers.
Cheers. Wisst ihr, ob es noch was zu mischen? Oh. Wisst ihr, ob es noch was zu mischen gibt?
Things happened this day. I came home with a blue eye. Since then, I never drank alcohol again. But I became less strict with everything else. So when there was a social meetup and all had snacks, we watched a movie or something, I wasn't the weird guy anymore. I just ate with them what they ate, like crisps and chocolate, all that stuff. And what I found was I became less awkward because now I was like them. So did something change? Did I learn something over the time? Yeah, things changed. I still eat sugary stuff occasionally, but I have a blueprint that I want to share in this video for you guys to copy to decide when you should do something you know for a fact is bad for your health and when you shouldn't. And I'm not only talking about things like food or drinks, I'm also talking about maybe drugs, everything that comes into your mind that you can put under the category of risks. So every time before you indulge in anything risky, you need to focus on a certain thing. And the thing is the risk worth the reward? Because look, remember my story with the date with my ex-girlfriend? I wouldn't have died this day drinking this sip. So the risk is low, the reward is high. Why? Because I won't be the weird guy who doesn't even taste what people are offering you. Because maybe let's say it was a situation where many people were there and all of them tried out this drink, this food, this something, and you were just standing there not open-mindedly and way too strict. You're just standing there and say, no, I don't eat such things. You also know in the back of your mind that you don't feel good while saying no. So what was the risk? The risk was you eating or drinking something that won't kill you, not even make you fat. It's just tasting. And what's the reward? You won't be considered awkward. Maybe it will taste good, or even if it tastes bad, now you know how it tastes. So if someone asks you, is it worth trying out? You can say yes or no, because now you know. That's a good thing. Let's take another example. I don't know much about drugs, so let's just take something like weed. And let's just say we are talking about trying, not even doing it regularly. What's the reward you get from it? Maybe you know how it feels to be high. Maybe that's something you wanted to feel because you see how other people are getting high all the time, every time. You can now also chill with the guys you may think that are cool because of smoking weed. Now also these people will like you more because you can hang out with them more, and you're not again the person who stands in a corner watching them do things they like whilst you aren't even so happy doing nothing. nothing there in that corner. But what are the risks? The risks are you could get addicted, and that's nothing you want. That's what I would say. Yeah, we said smoking weed, but let's say it's smoking cigarettes. If you get addicted, you need to buy it all the time, so it costs money. It will give you a negative momentum. So you want to achieve goals, you want to live healthy. For that you maybe need to buy a tracker or something. You need to buy things. Maybe you need a new microphone. You maybe don't have enough money because all your money went into that drug you're now addicted to. So what I want to say with that is it's a personal decision. You need to weigh out risk and reward. Because for me, the risk of indulging in any kind of drug is way too high in comparison to the reward that I would get. Let's switch the topic so that you can see you can use this blueprint of thinking with anything. Last summer I also was in Spain, and that time all the other guys I have rented a villa with, we went on this small trip. There was a cliff, I think it was 10 meters or something high, and there was water deep enough to jump into. As a matter of fact, we also saw people jump into it. Nothing happened. Almost everybody from our group did it. They jumped into the water, and then there was me standing there thinking about jumping but not doing it. Automatically I used my blueprint, weighed out the risks and the reward. At that time, because I was scared, I chose probably the wrong answer, but I don't know. Even now it feels like the risk and the reward are at the same high. What are the risks? I don't know them clearly. I don't know what's inside the water. I never jumped from a cliff. I don't really know what could happen. Maybe I will hurt myself. Maybe I will die. I don't know. And in comparison with the reward would be I would be more respected from this guys I went with. I would have a cool story to tell when I come back to Germany, and also for this video. Imagine, you now hear this story of me. I was scared. That's not as cool as, oh, I jumped from 10 meters into water from a cliff. Maybe I did a backflip or something crazy. That would sound way cooler, right? But now I'm sitting here and telling you I did not jump because I was scared. So the reward would be a cool story. I think a cool story is a high reward, especially for a YouTuber like me. And then there are things that are high risk and also high reward. That are things like what I did here, me flying to Toronto from Germany completely alone. That's a high risk because I'm self-employed. I record videos on this new fresh channel and I'm editing videos. If you want to work with me, check out my bio. It depends on my clients how much money I will get, because maybe this month they don't post as regularly as they did last month, and for this channel I don't even know if it will blow up. As a matter of fact, I already had a German channel back then when I lived in Germany, and I did it for 3 years. It never blew up, but I'm still here even with this high risk because it has an infinitely high reward. What do I mean with infinitely? It's just my dream to make money online, doing YouTube, doing any kind of work I like from anywhere I like. So of course I will take these high risks. Of course, because the reward is the best reward I can imagine. So to summarize, every time you stand in front of a hard decision, you need to weigh out reward and risk. Like today I was on a date and I tried Dubai chocolate drink for the first time because it was a trend. Everybody told me it's worth the try and it tastes so good, and I wanted to try, so I tried it. It wasn't even that good, to be honest. What was the reward? The reward was I could connect with a girl, I could practice my English whilst talking to her, I could try this chocolate everyone was talking about. What was the risk? The risk was I will cheat on my diet today. This won't happen every day and it won't destroy my gains too much. Same with pizza, we ate pizza. Same risk, same reward.
Oh, cheese ball.
You see where I'm going? Just weigh out the risks and rewards and you are good to go. Even if it comes to harder stuff. Maybe you're a type of guy who likes taking drugs. Hopefully not. I think this channel isn't for you then. But if you, let's say, drink, you like to drink alcohol and you like going on parties, you're just that type of person. The risk of you living unhealthy is it could happen that your children get children and you aren't even alive at that time. time, or you drank too much alcohol, you ate too much of the junk food, of the sweets. Now you're fat, so people will remember you as this fat person. If this risk is lower than the fun you get if you just drink, eat unhealthy, then maybe go for it. We all live different lives. What works for me won't work for you. But if you find that you could relate to some things I said, maybe consider giving this video a like. It really would help me. And subscribe to this channel. I promise you I will make more videos like this where I will help you live a better life. Especially whilst traveling or something. Because look, I'm in another country, I need to connect with people. Why should I be so strict that I can't connect with people? You see how that becomes a really high risk? A happy life is a healthy life. Remember that. Believe in yourself, especially if no one else does. Bye!